He said, played you? How did I play you? I said, I'm over here doing the calculations and something's not adding up. I said, I added together everything that I spent and then I added together what you supposedly just paid me, and that doesn't equal up to me owing you that much money. The remainder of what I would owe you would be something around $40, and you just told me that I owed you $500 at first and then $200. I said, you can't include the payment that was just made for the Best Buy lease because that's not included. That was a remaining balance that still needed to be paid, and that didn't come out of my pocket yet. So if you're trying to include that towards the total that was owed, then that's not right. Now he starts to say how I'm ungrateful and my math isn't right. He was like, what the fuck is $200 to me, you broke ass bitch? And he starts to pull the $100 out of his pocket that I had just got at the ATM, and he throws it in my face. When he threw the money, he said, here, this is what you want? And as the money was falling on me, I'm picking it up. And I'm like, yes, this is. Thank you. This man snatches the money that I had just picked up out of my hand. I had still had one or two $20 bills in my hand, and we were literally like tugging for it back and forth, and then he snatched it from me. When he snatched it back, I was like, oh my God, I thought you just said you wasn't pressed for $100. I said, you know what? I'm over this. I'm out of here. I tried to head towards the door and open the door. I didn't even realize that he had followed behind me and lunged after me. He grabbed my left arm so hard and slammed the door with his other hand. And as that was happening, he says, bitch, you're not going nowhere. He grabbed me so hard, I literally screamed. Now I'm pinned against the wall and he's telling me, bitch, shut up. He opened the door back up and looked both ways outside of the door. Mind you, he still had my left arm in his hand. I tried to pull away from him, but he like slung me back towards the couch and was like, go sit down. I sat down and now here he comes standing over top of me. Like my knees were literally in between his legs. He starts to scream at me, where the fuck you think you going? You trying to go run and tell some shit? I say, no, I'm just trying to go home. He says, why couldn't you just sit there and be cool? A nigga just paid over $3,000 worth in bills and you sitting up here complaining? You sitting up here saying you don't owe me nothing when you technically do. You see what we sitting inside? You see this apartment we sitting inside? This is an investment. This is on Airbnb. I had to spend over $4K to get this apartment up and going. When you said you want to go into Airbnb together, I put this apartment on there. I said, yeah, we talked about going into Airbnb together, but you never once said you was putting this apartment on there. You told me you just moved in here. He like, it's cool. You saying I owe you 3K, but I had to spend 4K on this apartment. So it sounds like we a little even. I say, we don't have anything typed up in agreements that says I have any ties to this apartment. He says, it doesn't matter. This is what you wanted, ain't it? I did this for you. I said, that's nice and all, but I didn't ask you to do that, and you didn't tell me that you were doing that. Now he like, ooh, you making me want to smack you. I looked at him with the sternest look, and I said, you better not touch me again. He says, I don't even got to. I'm finna call the girl that's a couple doors down to come beat your ass. I was just like, what is wrong with you? I'm raising up off the couch trying to head towards the door again as I'm saying that. As he was saying that, I was halfway to the door. I opened the door, and as I'm walking out, he screams, if you leave, I'm canceling them payments, and I know where to find you. The door was literally shutting as he said that. So when it shut, I was just standing there like, what the fuck did he just say? He instantly texted me and was like, don't call this phone again. I had stood there for like 10 to 15 minutes. I was just in shock and I was just thoughts running. I didn't know what to do, what to think. Of course, I should have left, but I was just in shock at the moment. I knew he had my address. I thought he was in the gang. I'm thinking he's going to cancel the payments. I'm just really wanting my money back, and I'm thinking about my safety. So I knocked on the door.